For 20th century black Americans, the single most powerful weapon against a system of racial injustice has been collective mobilization. Step by step, activists have challenged the country's dual standards and subjugation of black people to second-class citizenship. Many of black history's watershed moments are marked by marches that have since gone down in history. From 1941 to 1946, A. Philip Randolph used a series of marches to pressure the U.S. government into providing fair job opportunities to African Americans and desegregating the nation's armed forces. On this day in 1958, Randolph, along with other leaders including Jackie Robinson and Harry Belafonte, organized a march to end segregation in the country's public schools. Over 10,000 people marched down Constitution Avenue to the Lincoln Monument Memorial, just as hundreds of thousands had done before, looking to compel government into action. Off the heels of this moment, marches that most famously changed America took place in the early 1960s. 1963's March on Washington, organized by Martin Luther King Jr. and others, successfully pressured the Kennedy administration to pass landmark legislation on civil rights. With the trend lasting over 100 years, one of the largest demonstrations in American history mirrored the Million Man March in 1995, and that was the Million Woman March, which took place on this day in 1997. Estimates from the demonstration range up to 2 million people. Even today, black leaders have invoked the spirits of progress through the practice of marching. Reverend William Barber and the Poor People's Campaign have organized massive demonstrations in Washington, D.C., as well as other cities around the country to call for national action on wage equality and voting rights. So today, we remember the power of action, unity, and mobilization. And that is for the culture. Thank you for watching Prime, and good night.